Good day, everybody. Welcome back to our Christmas tour. It's a beautiful Saturday here in Innsbruck, as you can see. It's pretty busy here as well. It looks like we've got Nick and Brian flying with us today. I don't know, you guys are in the chat, and Cat Maddie's here as well, and I think Dark's lurking at work, which is good. Clear skies at Innsbruck, and we're going to be heading north today up to the letter S, which is going to be Stockholm in Sweden. So it is busy here, so we're going to get going on our setup so we can get on our way. Let's hop back on board the aircraft and we can getting set up. This is custom airport scenery here. There's Brian beside us, and Nick is down the other way. And it is very nice, and you can see the snow covered here. It is pretty clear out. I am running Rex weather for this flight. I was doing some testing last night, and I found the live weather didn't seem to want to play too well, so we're on Rex today. Not sure what runway they're taking off. I've seen them now go off both, so we will see. Anyway, let's start getting her set up. So, parking brake is on, flaps are up, spoilers are retracted, disarmed, weather radar is off, predictive wind shear is off, engine masters 1 and 2 are in neutral, mode selector is normal, thrust levers are at idle, and I'll just make sure those are working. There we go. Gear is down and 3 green, wipers are off. So here we go. Batteries coming online. External power is on. Brake pressure is checked, and cockpit lighting. So we're going to be flying basically north up over Germany, and then we're going to hook a bit of a right turn over Copenhagen and up into Sweden. Yeah, I saw that. Although I saw one EasyJet go off on 2.5, so we'll see. I'm set up for 8. And we'll get the overhead integral. There we go. APU fire test. Fire test is good. Crew oxygen will come on. CVR test. Sure, we can do that. We'll bring up the ADIRs. There's 1, 2, and 3. Steer lights, nav, and logos are on. Seat belts and portable devices and emergency exit lights are now armed. So we can start the boarding process. There we go. So again, the APU panel is checked. APU is off. Coming out here to the electrical ECAM page, you can see we're pulling off of the external power, which is all good. Fuel pumps are confirmed off. So engine 1 fire test, engine 2 fire test. That's good. Flight directors are both on. Current weather, I'll grab it now. Put it into the chats. So winds are 250 at 4 knots. Ceiling visibility are okay. It's 2 degrees out in QNH 1035. So 13035 is set. We'll fire that onto the standby as well. There we go. EFIS are set. and radio. So first radio frequency we're going to want is Innsbruck Tower, and that's 120.1. So we'll dial that in. Then we're going to leave it on Honeycomb at the moment so we're not blasted by too much chatter. Let's bring up the fly pad. We'll start doing our MCDU data entry. So over initialization, we'll clear the message and request our flight plan in. Oh, Bergen, Norway, okay. Alright, so let's grab our flight plan. Our troposphere today is 39519. 39519. It's pretty good. We're only 20 feet off today. Everything else is looking good. Flight level of 370 for our cruise. We'll head over here to the weight and balance. We'll request our numbers. 174 passengers today. That is all looking good. So we'll start boarding. And we're going to come over to the fly pad. Bring in our flight plan. Come over here to fuel. And for our fuel load, we want 7846. 7846 is in and set, and we will start our fueling. Clear the messages. So we'll take a look at our flight plan. So we're departing off of LOWI, which is Innsbruck. We're going to be departing on runway 08 off the Congo 3 Juliet departure. There we go. We'll hit insert on that one. And we are expecting to arrive on runway 26, ILS for 26, via the Nilug to Tango arrival. Nilug to Tango arrival. And I'll just take a look for our
On behalf of the cabin crew, I'd like to welcome you aboard our flight. As you find your seat, be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller items underneath the seat in front of you. If you have trouble finding a location for any of your carry-on items, please use the flight attendant call button over your seat and somebody will assist you.
Yeah, we'll go in by ARL. That's fine.
Please make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers. Please double check that all your items are put away so that the aisle is clear and other passengers can make their way to their seats. If you're in an emergency exit row, please leave the exit seating responsibilities in the card.
So we'll go over to plan mode, up to 40.
With these actions, please
So we're basically going to be flying out north of east, up the valley. This is the same valley we came down when we arrived in here a week ago. Going to come all the way out to RTT, and then from RTT we're going to head up to Kogel. As you can see, and then we're going to head north, although we do have a disco to clear there. We're going to head north, basically up through the heart of Germany. And then once we hit Hamburg, we're going to hang a right, head up over the Baltic, into southern Sweden, turn north. A little bit strange here, but it's going to be kind of up here and then vectors, and then we're going to grab the ILS for runway 26. Not sure where this is taking us. But that's fine. That will work out. it might change depending on ATC and all that stuff up at that end. Anyway, we'll have to see. So that is all set up, and we can take a look at our briefing. Alright, so here we are at Innsbruck. We're down here at the dock. We're going to probably be taxiing down Alpha to this end, down and backtrack, turn around, and we'll be taking off this way. We're going off on the Kogel 3 Juliet. So for the initial departure, we're going to bunch of steps here, but basically we're going to fly up the valley, and once we hit 9,500 feet, we're going to turn towards RTT, which, if you remember, was our inbound point coming in. From there, we're going to head up towards Kogel, and then off on our route. We're then going to head, as you can see, north over central Germany, up to Hamburg, turn up over Copenhagen, southern Sweden, and up to Stockholm. And that is the plan for the route today. We'll see how that plays out. So, for our departure, so I'm going to bring this up again, because these are a little bit convoluted. So you can see the path we have to take as we head up. Just blow that up a little bit. And describes all the conditions, your minimum climb. And you can see here it gives you the description. So it's climb initial runway track with a maximum climb rate until intercepting OJE course. Okay, well, so we'll plug in the VORs for OJE. Inbound to Rum. Continue on 165 OJE course, and at OJE turn to 163, which is this waypoint here. Continue to 9,500 using the back course to RTT, and it's turn left and join descent. So you can see we're going to fly runway heading until we hit the 165 radial off of OJE, and then we're going to pass over Rum up to OJE, at which point we're going to turn to 063 and then fly out this way, and at 9,500 turn to RTT, and then from there we'll head out to Kogel.
Your tray tables and seat backs must be in the full upright and locked position for departure.
So we're going to dial those pieces in. So, rad nav, we have, let's see, one VOR and, no, put that over here on ADF2. And then we're going to dial in the OJE VOR, which is 109.7. And we're going to be using that as we go out as well. And we'll tune in the RTT, put that one over here in number 1. Hello, Scott. Alright, so that is all now entered in. So we're going to want, starting with VOR on 1 and ADF on 2. Come over here to our VATSim menu, and we'll so we appear to be all loaded. So we have 7840 in the fuel. That's correct. And our takeoff weight of 68. Our serial fuel weight, sorry, 6.4 and our plate of 18 at 68. That's all good. So we're going to have a center of gravity of 4.1. Alright, so that is all good. So we can come back over to our initialization. We'll come over here to our page here. So our zero fuel weight is 60.6, and our center of gravity of 24.1 is our final load. And our block fuel for today is 7.8. Entered in. And our trip wind is a headwind of 27 knots. So our fuel calculations are all in and done. Our flight plan is done. And our weight and balance is complete. And we are all green. You see YouTube scrolling again. I got a disconnect notice. Hopefully it'll reconnect.
ANAC 65, winds 250 degrees, 4 knots, runway 08, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 08, ANAC 625.
There we go. I think we're reconnected. YouTube is, or the stream is playing games. It disconnected on me there. Just make sure that we are still connected. Yeah. Alright, we're looking good.
Air Canada 492, traffic is an Austrian A321, opposite direction, 2000 feet above.
Alright, so we'll get our clearance.
Copy that for Air Canada 492. Austrian 901, traffic is an Air Canada A320, just departing runway 08, 1500 feet below.
Austrian 901, copied, got them inside on our...
Get ready for departure. First ANAC 65, squawk Mike Charlie.
Rudder 625.
Oscar Juliet, do you want a departure on stand or taxi to the runway? We can depart from the stand, Oscar Juliet. Oscar Juliet, departure from the current position is approved and maximum 4000 feet. Clear to take off max 4000. Runway. Oscar Juliet, yeah, you're clear to cross the runway and the wind's 250 degrees, 4 knots. Air Canada 492, contact wind radar 132.6. Over to wind radar, Air Canada 492, thanks for the service.
That's the other frequency he's given them.
ANAC 625, the traffic is an A320 from Austrian, opposite direction.
132.6.
Negative contact, ANAC 625. Confirm Kilo Papa Tango 5 Juliet departure.
ANAC 625, yeah, that's indeed the departure.
Innsbruck Tower, Guten Tag, Skyways 5556 with you, Information India, looking for clearance up to Stockholm.
Skyways 5556, standby, we'll get back to you.
Steady by.
1, winds 250 degrees, 4 knots, runway 26, clear to land.
89, runway 26, also 901.
ANAC 625, contact wind radar 132.6.
Contact 120.6, ANAC 625.
132.6.
132.6, thank you, ANAC 625.
Skyways 5556, you are clear to Arlanda, Kogel 3 Juliet, departure, initial.
Record cleared via the Kogel 3 Juliet, initial climb, flight level 120 and squawk 4261 for Skyways 5556.
Skyways 5556, the squawk is 4661.
Roger, 4661 for Skyways 556.
Skyways 5556, read back correct.
Mike 3, 3700.
All right.
Oscar Juliet.
So we have our clearance.
Juliet, Roger, continue along the mic route.
We are aligned, fueling is done, everything is on board. Passengers are on board. EFS nav aids have been set. Takeoff briefing we have done, and
Instructor, service again, easy 1 for Whiskey India on localizer approach.
46.
Easy 1 for Whiskey India, welcome back, continue straight in, runway 26.
And we're good to go. So,
Easy 1 for Whiskey India, can we
get ourselves
do
ready
it
to
again
go.
maybe?
Starting EPU.
Easy 1 for Whiskey India, yeah, that should be possible. Make it visual circling on 08, sorry.
Flaps are open,
Easy
and
1 for
starting
Whiskey India,
EPU.
circle, runway 08.
Now come down and do our weights. Transition altitude of 10,000 feet. It will be a flaps 1, and 24.1 was our trim setting. And if we look here, 24.1 is 1.0 up. So 1.0 up on the trim.
Also 901.
We're not flexing,
we
short contaminated runway.
Alpha, okay.
So it's going to be a 135,
Yep, Alpha and text to the apron.
and 140
Yeah, I was taking apron, also 901.
for the V2. Alright, so our V speeds are all set now. Come back up. APU's available. APU bleed's coming on. Should hear the fans. External power is now disconnected.
656 after the arriving aircraft, request push start.
Beeline 656, behind the Austrian pushback startup approved, facing west, QNH 1035.
So let's get the
Find the
pushback
arriving aircraft,
tug in.
approved, face west, QNH 1035, Beeline 656.
Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead, flight deck.
We will be ready shortly.
Roger.
So tug is disconnected. We don't have one, so it's an automatic connect. So we're all set. Windows and doors are other way. There we go. Door is locked. Turn the fuel pumps on. Beacon is coming on. Steering pin is inserted. Transponders in auto. TCAS is on standby. And we're ready to push. So we're probably going to be facing west. That was the one that he gave the last guy. So this guy, Austrian guy, is coming in. So I've already set my marker back here on the taxiway. So we should push back and then turn facing that way. If I bring it up, there's my marker right there. We're just going to wait for the Austrian to go by. And then we'll call for push. And Brian's already on his way, and Nick's sitting there. Oh, no, we want to keep that view. And he's turning in there. Alright.
That's Mike 2, 3,800 feet. Oscar Juliet Juliet.
Oscar Juliet Juliet, Roger.
See him heading out that way.
So frequency change is approved.
Thanks, Oscar Juliet Juliet.
Innsbruck Tower, Skyways 5556, ready for push and start.
Skyways 5556, pushback startup approved, facing west, QNH 1035.
Pushback approved, face west, and 1035, Skyways 5556. Alright, so pushback is approved.
Thanks for the flight, easy as always. Bye-bye.
Everything else
Thanks
is
for flying. Have a nice afternoon.
set. We're all disconnected and ready to go.
Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead, flight deck.
We are ready for pushback and engine start.
Roger. Release the parking brakes, please.
Parking brakes released.
Pushing back.
There we go. push is started. This should take us right to where we want to on the taxiway.
You are clear behind, and you can start your engines at your discretion.
And Easy 1 for Whiskey India, backing out for 1 way right.
Set.
Easy 1 for Whiskey India, roger.
Ignition over to start and starting engine number 1.
Fasten and insert the metal fittings into one another and tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle. We suggest that you keep the seatbelt fastened throughout the entire flight as you may experience unexpected turbulence. There are several emergency exits
we got the
on
flashing
the aircraft.
EDF back
Please
again.
take a few moments now to locate your nearest exit. In some cases, your nearest exit may be behind you. If we need to evacuate the aircraft, floor-level lighting will guide you towards the exit. In the event that the cabin loses
That's
pressure,
not bad.
an oxygen mask will drop
That
right
was pretty
in front
close.
of you. Start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you. Place it firmly over your nose and mouth, and secure the elastic band behind your head. Tighten the straps if necessary, and breathe normally. Although the bag does not inflate, oxygen is flowing
Pushback
to the
complete.
mask.
Set parking
If
brakes,
you're
please.
traveling with a child or someone who requires a
Parking brakes set.
secure your
Roger.
mask first,
Okay,
and
the
then
tow
enter
bar is
others.
disconnected
Keep your
and
mask
the
on until a
equipment
member
is
of the
clear.
crew advises you
Thanks,
to
and you can
take
disconnect and go to hand
Beeline
signals.
656,
Have a good
ready for
flight. See
taxi.
you later.
Beeline 656, taxi holding point Alpha.
When instructed to do so, open the
Taxi on the point Alpha, Beeline
Go
656.
ahead. Wrap the straps around your waist and buckle at the front. Pull the strap to tight. To inflate the vest, pull firmly
Beeline
on the
656,
ripcord
are you
on
able
the
for
aircraft.
intersection departure?
If it doesn't inflate automatically, you may blow into the mouthpiece for manual inflation.
What's the takeoff distance from intersection departure?
Alright, so that is a good start on engine 1, starting engine 2.
Please make sure to exit the aircraft as soon as possible and leave your belongings. Once again, all devices must be in airplane mode and your larger devices must be turned off and stowed at this time. Please securely stow your personal items. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened and seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors located in the laboratories is prohibited by law. All of this information and more can be found in the safety card located in the seat back in front of you. We suggest
Engine 2
reading
is
this and letting
lit
the
up.
cabin member know if you
Can
have
hear
any
it there.
questions. Thank you for flying with us again, and we hope you enjoy your flight.
Beeline 656, do you have the takeoff distance for intersection departure?
I do not have it at this moment.
And
Departure, then we are unable.
Roger.
112. We'll get that up. It's 15.
Speedbird 464, ready for push and start.
Speedbird 464, when the A320 that has pushed back has passed you behind.
Engine 2 is
push back
available.
throttle
Let's go to
approved,
engine
QNH
start.
1035,
Engine mode
and
selected
facing west.
to normal. APU bleeds off.
After the
And
passing Skyways Airbus, we'll push and start.
APU is
facing
off.
west, QNH 1035, Speedbird 464.
so before taxi, checklist. Auto brakes are on maximum. Spoilers are on. Flaps to config 1+F. Engine anti-ice not required. Clear skies. Flight controls. Full left, full right, neutral, full forward, full back, neutral, left rudder, right rudder.
Easy 1 for Whiskey India, wind
Neutral.
250 degrees, 4 knots,
Trim.
108, clear to land.
1.0
Easy 1 for
up.
Whiskey India, 108, clear to land.
On the pitch trim, steering pin has been disconnected. Rudder trim is green and showing 0. Taxi lights coming on. And we are good to go. Innsbruck traffic, Skyways 55, 56, ready for taxi.
Skyways 5556, taxi holding point Alpha.
Taxi holding point Alpha, Skyways 5556. I keep changing the way I do that. It's really a bad habit. Anyway. Brakes off, and we're taxiing. And Nick's going to be coming out as soon as we pass. There's that aircraft coming in to land. It's a little GA airplane or a small commuter.
Beeline 656 behind arriving traffic, line up await runway 08 behind and backtrack approved.
Behind arriving traffic, line up and backtrack runway 08, Beeline 656.
Looks like Brussels flight in front of us. Air Brussels. Easy. Oh, it's an easy coming in. Oh, you must have done the circle. For 08. No, I know. It can get busy, and it looks like this is a busy area down here in southern Germany right now. It's config test. Building the cabin.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
It should clear out when you get further north. So weather radar is on, PWS is on, transponder is on, TCAS is on.
EG14 Whiskey India, welcome to Innsbruck, taxi to the apron.
Get all the lights on, so we're ready to go.
EG14 Whiskey India, second. EG14 Whiskey India, welcome to Innsbruck, taxi to the apron.
Alright.
EG14 Whiskey India, taxi to apron, Dankeschön. Beeline 656, winds 250 degrees, 4 knots, runway 08, clear to take off.
So there's the easy that just came in, next push back.
Beeline 656.
Brussels is clear for takeoff.
Skyways 5556, behind the departing traffic, line up and wait, runway 08, behind, and backtrack approved.
Line up 08 behind departing traffic and backtrack approved. Skyways 5556. Just waiting for him to go, and then we can head out. Alright, so we're good to taxi out, so brakes are off. Looks like he wanted me to use runway 26, because I just noticed he'd sent a message in general chat a while ago about facing east for runway 26. I thought he said face, well, he did say face west. I don't know.
Skyways 5556, winds 250 degrees, 4 knots, runway 08, clear to take off.
Clear for takeoff, Skyways 5556.
Speed about 464, ready for taxi.
So here's the turnaround coming up.
464, taxi holding point Alpha.
Taxi holding point Alpha, 20464.
So follow the turnaround.
LOWI Tower, good evening, Sierra Papa Bravo 581, radio com check.
Sierra Papa Bravo 581, reach 5.
You're by 5, please clear through for destination.
First, Beeline 656, contact wind radar 132.6.
Radar identified. Clock
Contact
is running.
radar 132.6, Beeline
Engines
656.
up. Initial clearance was 12,000.
And Sierra Papa Bravo 581, you are clear to St. Petersburg. via the Rattenberg to Quebec
Runway
departure,
heading.
and climb flight level 120 and squawk 4673.
And brakes released.
Runway to departure 08
Toga
via
pilot takeoff set.
5 seconds.
Airspeed's alive.
Sierra Papa Alpha Control, clear support station is fine, runway
Should've called 100
08
knots,
via
that's fine.
Honeycomb to Juliet and squawk
It's got a little bit of moisture on the windshield.
initial
V1
climb,
and
flight
rotate.
level 120.
Sierra Papa Bravo 581 is the Rattenberg to Quebec departure, so Romeo
Positive
Tango
rate,
Tango
gear
to
up.
Quebec departure, and squawk 4673.
Roger, 5 seconds. Runway to departure 08 via Romeo Tango Tango to Quebec and
Thrust
squawk
back to climb.
4673 and initial climb for flight level 120. Sierra Papa Bravo 581.
Sierra Papa Bravo 581, read back correct.
Pilot set. Nose down for acceleration, and we're between the valley here.
Speedbird 464, winds 250 degrees, 4 knots, runway 08, clear to takeoff, backtrack approved.
Clear for takeoff, runway 08, backtrack approved, speedbird 464.
So we're coming up to our initial point. We're going to turn towards the Rum VOR and the OJE, which is what we're heading towards now. And we'll tune in the Rattenberg. Which is 303. Put that over there. We're flying up the valley. Through S speed, flaps coming up. Yeah, it looks very nice, Scott. Beautiful down here in the valley. So it's 9,500. We can go direct to RTT.
Sierra Papa Bravo 581, stand number 2, request start up engine and push back.
Sierra Papa Bravo 581, squawk 4673. Skyways 5556, contact wind radar 132.6.
132.6 for Skyways 5556. Thanks, have a good day.
Romeo Tango, request for decline.
EZ43 Romeo Tango, again.
EZ42 Romeo Tango, flight level 100, request for decline.
EZ43 Romeo Tango, you were cleared 160, but you may now climb level 290.
Oh, I thought it was 100, so now climbing 240 right.
Lufthansa 641 Romeo due to turbulence, request flight level 350. Roger, climb level 350 and continue Unicom, Servus. Dankeschön, climb 350 und Unicom, ciao.
Servus Austrian 116 Alpha level 112, climbing 190 and on Cardiff.
116 Alpha just got identified, climb level 230.
Confirm 230, 116 Alpha.
Lufthansa 7 Kilo X-ray, climb level 330. Contact climb 330, Lufthansa 7 Kilo X-ray, thank you. With 125, further climb in 2 minutes. Roger, with 125.
Leonard Skyways 5556 with you, flight level 104 for 120.
Skyways 5556, hello, identified, climb 160, direct Kugel.
160 direct Kugel, Skyways 5556. Alright, 160, and we are now heading direct to Kugel. Nice view of the mountains as we turn off on course.
Rudder, servus, Oscar Bravo for November, we feel 2004, was sorry now.
Beautiful lake down here.
Oscar Bravo for November, second.
Oscar Bravo for November, we feel 2004, was sorry now. Requesting touch and go, runway 34 at Vienna.
Oscar for November, Wien, 134675.
34675, Bravo for November.
There's the valley we just flew up.
Skyways 5556, contact München 13415, servus.
13415, Skyways 5556. So 134. One five. München radar, Skyways 5556 with you, flight level 150 for 160, heading to Kogel.
Skyways 5556, München radar, servus, identified, climb flight level 370.
370, Skyways 5556. Up to climb we go. Nick should be heading up the valley now. It's interesting how long it takes us to make that turn. So it doesn't turn direct to the point, it turns direct to the path from when you entered the point. So when you get that wide turning circle, it takes that into account. Should be able to see
So 352, leaving my after now, you're going to come 122 left
Nick's
right.
back
Bye-bye.
there somewhere. Don't quite see him.
München, schönen guten Nachmittag.
Yeah, I saw you take off. Or, well, at least I saw when you pushed back.
54 Juliet, München radar, schönen Nachmittag, identified. When ready, descend flight level 130 to reach at Buram.
Still a little bit bumpy over here. As we fly over the
When ready,
mountains.
descend 130 level at Buram, 54 Juliet.
This is the, I'm running the custom 20-meter mesh over the Alps as well, so it looks really, really nice.
Dina 625, contact Swiss radar 128.050.
Contact with radar 128050 in a 625.
Lufthansa 7 Oscar Mike, Unicom 122.8, bye-bye.
Actually, I don't see Nick on VATSim anymore. Nick, are you
Line
still...
1095, Unicom 122.8, bye-bye.
1228, thanks. Happy Christmas. Bye-bye.
Hearing 1960, contact correction Wien 132.6.
I think Nick has vanished from...
München radar, servus, L2044, inbound, Bravo.
VATSim as well. Looks like Nick went offline.
L2044, München radar, servus, identified, climb flight level 310.
Climb flight level 310, L2044.
Oh, right. Maybe we can... Not sure how, if we can zero these out, or just go... clear. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we can do that. Clear these out of there since they're not going to be required. So it looks like Nick might have had an issue. Somebody's running a Jeep Renegade paint scheme on their Alitalia Airlines livery. Fortunately, I do not have that, and I just got the notice. Now we're out of the Alps. There, heading over to the flatter lands of Bavaria. We're coming up from Munich. This is over this way. 24,000 feet since it's gotten a little bit calmer. Seatbelts can come off in the back. Standard pressure on the standby as well.
The flight crew has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. You can now get up and move about the cabin. However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when you use the use of unexpected turbulence.
Beeline 656, radio check.
So we currently got coverage up till the end of München radar.
Lufthansa 54 Juliet, contact München arrival 128.025.
And then there's nothing
128.025,
really from them. Oh, you're going to Unicom? Yeah.
044, climb flight level 370.
Climb flight level 370, altitude 044.
I'm sure it is quieter, Brian. Sure it is.
AT044, contact Wien 132.6. Bye-bye.
Oh, by the way, the Christmas menu is now fully stocked, so there's some additional items kicking around that you may find interesting.
Beeline 656, contact Langen radar frequency 123.275.
Langen radar 123.275, Beeline 656.
Munich radar south, Turkish 1504, passing flight level 220, climbing 310, inbound number.
Turkish 1504, München radar Sevels identified, climb flight level 350.
I'm wondering if he's going to give us the other one.
Turkish 1504.
München radar load from
13255. I'll dial that one in.
German Airlines 1922, München radar Sevels identified, climb flight level 310.
In case he gives us that sector.
Climb level 310, German Airlines 100.
München radar, good evening. This is Ukrainian Enterprise board number 1 inbound from Lyon to Lviv. My current level is 370 feet and squawk is standby. Squawk is 6762.
Ukrainian Enterprise 01, München radar Sevels identified.
Roger, get.
München Radar, Servus, Lufthansa 6 Hotel uniform passing flight level 120, climbing to flight level 190. So 6 Hotel uniform, München Radar, Servus, identified, climb flight level 300. Climb flight level 300, Lufthansa 6 Hotel uniform. Speedbird 890, contact Wien 132.6, Servus.
122.60 for Speedbird 890. Thank you very much. Have a good one.
Just for confirmation, it is 132.6.
So 6,000 feet to go.
60, München Radar, thank you very much.
Austin 23 Papa, descend flight level 190. Austin 23 Papa, descend flight level 190.
Alright, so...
Descend flight level 190, Austrian 22 Papa.
Give you guys a nice view over the wing. I will bring up the map. Let's see if this works. I was playing with this.
Turkish 1504, direct ESSA.
Direct ESSA for Turkish 1504.
Didn't realize it wanted us to do it every time.
Skyways 5556, contact München Radar 132.550, bye bye.
132.550 for Skyways 5556, goodbye.
123.75, Lufthansa 290, Service.
Breeze 178, descent 9,000 feet, QNH 1035.
QNH 1035, Green 5170.
Lufthansa 161, Honeycomb, bye bye.
Honeycomb, Lufthansa 161.
There we go. I want it there. I want to go to there. München Radar, Skyways 5556 with you, flight level 340, climbing 370.
Skyways 5556, Servus Radar contact. Green Star 178, contact Wien Radar 132.6, bye bye.
The weather bounces like crazy here.
Lufthansa Cargo 5454, climb level 310.
Let's see if I can unload.
Cabin flight level 310, Lufthansa Cargo 5454.
There we go. You can see this bouncing around. This is through Rex weather. We'll see what happens. It's kind of acting up here. I might just have to go to general live weather.
München Radar South, Turkish 1504, flight level 290. Climbing flight level 350 inbound, ESSA.
Turkish 1504, München Radar identified.
Uh-oh. You got caught by the bot, Scott. Yeah, like this is going crazy. So I think I'm going to stop Rex. And we'll go to live weather. There we go. I'll let it settle in. Yeah, I went in last night just to take a look at the airport, and Live wasn't loading in the weather, which is why I tried Rex, and Rex seemed to put it in according to the MEDAR, so figured there's another issue with the weather, but now Rex is acting up. I don't know.
In a few moments, we'll be starting our in-flight meal service. Please look in your seat back for our menu, and one of our crew members will stop by shortly for your order. If you would like to order additional menu items, please hit the flight attendant call button at any time, and we'll be over shortly.
So our next channel should be over to Unicom. So I'll dial that one in, 122.8. There we go.
Lufthansa 1 Romeo Mike, proceed direct to Alaska.
Thanks, Alaska 1 Romeo Mike.
Nice view of the sun on the wing. So I'm going to keep monitoring Unicom or the radio. When I get a call, I will let you know. But for now, let's see what we can do for a nice little Saturday cartoon for you. All right, enjoy.
Lufthansa 1 Romeo Mike, report requested level.
You plan 240, 1 Romeo Mike.
Roger.
Rudder, Servus Lufthansa 7 November, passing flight level 80.
Lufthansa 75 November, München, Servus, contact, snapshot. Lufthansa 75 November, contact 120.775, bye-bye.
120.775, Lufthansa 75 November, ciao.
Lufthansa Chicago 5454, Manchester Unicom, bye-bye.
Unicom 122.8, thank you for your services and bye-bye.
Mission radar, good afternoon sir, guten Tag, Aztec 017 direct route now and climbing to flight level 19.
Aztec 017, Sierra radar contact, climb flight level 300, recycle squawk 2367.
Flight level 300 and squawk, can you confirm squawk 2357?
Aztec 017 negative, squawk 2367.
Squawk 2367, already set, Aztec 017.
Turkish 1504, contact Wien radar 132, decimal 6, bye bye.
132, decimal 6 for Turkish 1504, bye bye.
Romeo Mike 1 Honeycomb, bye bye.
Romeo Mike, später.
Tschüss.
Here on the chart, all right. So are the marking lights. Then what's wrong with them? Those lights don't seem to be in just the right place. They're both a bit out of position according to this.
Two light buoys mean a safe channel between the world over.
Safe between the world over doesn't go in these waters. Look here. You'll see the water shoals on the island side while the deep soundings run to the mainland. Have any of you seen the captain today?
No, he wasn't down for dinner.
No, and he wasn't down for lunch. He hasn't left the bridge since you decided to come through the channel.
What are you driving at?
Ever since you gave him those orders yesterday to cut through these waters...
Hello, KLM 1905.
There's something wrong. Yeah, I'm getting nerves myself.
Doc, what do you recommend?
LM 1905, British radar low, radar contact.
Give him the whole bottle. No, I've got nerves too.
Here you are, Doc.
Just what you need.
Well, maybe you're right.
Good evening, Captain.
Good evening, sir. May I speak with you?
Why, certainly.
Go ahead. We're heading straight for the channel between Brank Island and the mainland.
Good.
But the lights are just a bit off, according to the chart.
Charts are never up to date in this part of the Pacific. You know that.
I know, sir, but doesn't Brank Island mean anything to you?
Not a lot.
Well, perhaps if I could talk with Mr. Rainsford.
But Bob's not a sailor. He's a hunter.
He's made many of these trips. He's young, but he has judgment. I'll call him.
München Radar, Servus, Austrian to Echo, flight level 300. Austrian to Echo, München Radar, Servus, identified, descent, flight level 200.
There are no more coral reefs, shark-infested waters in the whole world than these.
Boy, just take a look at these. He didn't turn out so hot as a hunter, Doc, but oh, what a photographer.
And Austrian to Echo after uncool, cleared uncool to whiskey, CDO transition.
If you'd had me on the Sumatran trip, you'd never had me on this one.
After uncool, cleared uncool to whiskey, Austrian to Echo.
What's the matter? These old sea dogs tell yarns to kid each other and end up believing it all themselves.
Well, I think that Mr. Rainsford should know that the channel lights aren't just in the position given on the chart.
Oh. Well, what do you think, fellas?
I think we should turn back and take the outside course.
No, Excelsior. We'll go ahead.
Very well, sir.
Take 017, Unicom, bye-bye.
Unicom, danke, tschüss, fast take 017.
It was the schooner Hesperus, and she sailed the wintry sea.
Now, wait a minute, fellas. Let's talk this over. There's no use taking any chances.
Chances? That's fine talk coming from a fellow who just got through slapping tigers in the face. Here, get a knife full of this. And he talks about taking chances. Here's the Doc charging the enemy with an unloaded camera. Get the expression on Doc's face, Bill. He looks more frightened than the tiger. He is. Just what you have on your mind, Doc.
I'll tell you what I had on my mind. I was thinking of the inconsistency of civilization. The beast of the jungle, killing just for his existence, is called savage. The man, killing just for sport, is called civilized.
Yeah.
It's a bit contradictory, isn't it?
Now, just a minute. What makes you think it isn't just as much sport for the animal as it is for the man? Now, take that fellow right there, for instance. There never was a time when he couldn't have gotten away. He didn't want to. He got interested in hunting me. He didn't hate me for stalking him, any more than I hated him for trying to charge me. As a matter of fact, we admired each other.
Perhaps. But would you change places with the tiger?
Well, not now.
Here comes that bad luck lady again. Third time tonight.
Yeah, let me shuffle him. Yeah, wait a minute. Don't evade the issue.
Yes, now, speak up.
Yeah, I asked you a question.
Yes.
Did?
I forgot.
No, you didn't. I asked you if there'd be as much sport in the game if you were the tiger instead of the hunter.
Gotcha now, Bob. Well, that's something I'll never have to decide. Listen here, you fellas. This world's divided into two kinds of people, the hunter and the hunted. And luckily, I'm a hunter. Nothing can ever change that. Hang on a second.
Sky 256, 1 Unicom, stop.
Hot boilers.
Please, clear on 1905.
Clear on 1905, copy message.
Clear on 1905, we'll leave the cockpit for a maximum of 10 minutes.
Yep, approved.
Thank you, I'll call you back.
Nobody left but us two and that fella. Doc! Help! Look! Doc! Oh! He got
Our yacht just sunk with all hands. I got ashore and found your place here by accident. I'm not trying to intrude, but I'm in sort of a jam. Don't you understand any English?
Ivan does not speak any language. He has the misfortune to be dumb.
Oh, hello. Are you the owner here?
Yes. Welcome to my poor fortress.
Fortress?
It once was, built by the Portuguese centuries ago. I have had the ruins restored to make my home here. I am Count Zaroff.
My name's Robert Rainsford. Glad to meet you. Very glad.
Yeah, Ivan is a Cossack. I'm afraid, like all my fellow countrymen, he is a bit of a savage. Smile, Ivan. Uliknis!
I was trying to make him understand there'd been a shipwreck in the channel.
Sure, it was me. But how appalling. And you would say that you were the only survivor?
Yes. I'm afraid I am.
You're certain?
I'd never left the spot if I hadn't been. The swellest crowd on earth. My best friends. It's incredible.
Such things are always incredible. Death is for others, not for ourselves. That is how most of my other guests have felt.
Your other guests? You mean this has happened before?
My dear fellow, we have several survivors from the last wreck still in the house. It would seem that this island were cursed.
That's just what the captain said. Only he thought it was uninhabited.
We Cossacks find our inspiration in solitude.
It's a break for me, anyway.
My house is yours, sir. Oh, by the way, you want to change those wet rags immediately.
Yes. They look about the way I feel.
Yes. I have some loose hunting clothes, which I keep for my guests that you can possibly get into. What medieval craniu cognito? Ivan will show you to your room.
Thank you.
You'll find a stiff drink there also.
Thanks a lot.
Rashu, all pleasure is mine. Coffee vodka.
Vodka, that's the stuff. One shot'll dry out quicker than all the coffee in Java. Have to toss it off, though, like this.
Now, you don't have to drink it all tonight, do you?
Don't be ridiculous, sis. We are victims of circumstance, same as Mr. Rainsford. But if anyone is not so calm,
of course, yes.
You were in a shipwreck, too, I understand.
Yes. Our lifeboat was the only one saved. My brother and I and two sailors. The Count found us on the beach with nothing but the clothes on our legs.
Those channel lights must have been shifted.
Reporter, just as soon as we get back to the mainland.
You see, the Count has only one launch, and that's
Russians are not the best mechanics. I'm afraid we'll have to be patient a few days longer.
It's all right with me. I feel as if I were living on borrowed time right now.
Speaking of that, perhaps now you'll tell us a little bit about who you are. Just sketchily, you know. Born, married, why I left my last job.
No. One moment, please. Mr. Rainsford needn't.
I know. Flagpole sitter.
I know, he wrote them.
No, he lives some books. If I am not mistaken, this is Mr. Robert Rainsford, who hunts big game so adventurously.
Yes, true.
I've lugged the gun around a little.
I've lugged the gun around a little. No, I have read your books. I read all books on hunting. A papyroso. Only in yours have I found a sane point of view.
What do you mean, sane?
Cigarette?
Yeah, thanks.
You do not excuse what needs no excuse. Now let me see, how did you put it? Hunting is as much a game as stud poker, only the limits are higher. You have put our case perfectly, Mr. Rainsford.
But you're a hunter yourself.
We are kindred spirits. It is my one passion.
He sleeps all day and hunts all night. And what's more, Rainsford, he'll have you doing the same thing.
We'll have capital sport together, I hope.
Don't encourage him. You know, he's had our two sailors so busy chasing around the woods after flora and fauna that we haven't seen him for 3 days.
But what do you hunt here?
I'll tell you. You will be amused, I know. I have done a rare thing. I have invented a new sensation.
And is he stingy with it?
What is this sensation, Count?
Mr. Rainsford, God made some men poets. Some he made kings, some beggars. Me he made a hunter. My hand was made for the trigger, my father told me. He was a very rich man, with 250,000 acres in the Crimea, and an ardent sportsman. When I was only stirrup high, he gave me my first gun.
Good for him.
My life has been one glorious hunt. It would be impossible for me to tell you how many animals I have killed. But when the revolution played up...
Now,
victory storm.
I'm so sorry. Concept was so interesting, I didn't realize the danger.
oh, it's all right now. What were you saying about the revolution, Count?
Oh, merely that I escaped with most of my fortune. Naturally, I continued to hunt all over the world. It was in Africa that the Cape Buffalo gave me this.
That must have been a close call.
Yes, it still bothers me sometimes.
However, in 2 months, I was on my way to the Amazon. I'd heard that the jaguars there were unusually cunning. No sport at all.
Well, conditions are bad everywhere these days.
One night as I lay in my tent with this head of mine, a terrible thought crept like a snake into my brain. Hunting was beginning to bore me.
Is that such a terrible thought, Count?
It is, my dear lady, when hunting has been the whip for all other passions. When I lost my love of hunting, I lost my love of life. Of love.
Well, you seem to have stood it pretty well.
I even tried to sink myself to the level of the savage. I made myself perfect in the use of the Tartar war bow.
Tartar which?
Tartar war bow. That one up there.
It's cute.
Even to this day, I prefer to hunt with it. But alas, even that was too deadly. What I needed was not a new weapon, but a new animal.
A new animal?
Exactly so.
You found one?
Yes. Here on my island, I hunt the most dangerous game.
Most dangerous game? You mean tigers?
Tigers? No. The tiger has nothing but his claws and his fangs.
I heard some queer beast howling back there along the water. Was that it?
It's no use, Frenchman. He won't tell. He won't even let you see his trophy room till he gets ready to take you on the hunt of the great what's-it.
My one secret. I keep it as a surprise for my guests. Against the rainy day of boredom.
Listen, old boy, you let me in on that game and I'll bet you I'd go for it. You know, Raceman, he hasn't failed yet. If he says the thing is good, it is good. He's a judge of liquor, wizard of the contract, plays the piano, anything you want. He's a good host. And a good scout, eh, Count?
Yes, yes.
You want me to go hunting? All right, you just say the word. We're pals. We'll have a big party, get cockeyed, and go hunting.
A completely civilized point of view.
Listen, I'll tell you what you do. You come to my place in the Adirondack sometime, see? We'll have a private car, liquor and gals on the trip, and the guides will make the deers behave.
I think we'd better change the subject.
All right. Change the subject. Oh, I know. Play the piano, huh?
If you wish.
Good idea. Play the piano. Now leave it to me and I'll fix everything.
Perhaps the Count doesn't want to play.
Well, there you go. It's just throwing cold water. Now, leave me alone. I know where the piano is. I'm perfectly sober.
The charming simplicity.
Completely civilized, did you say?
He talks of wine and women as a prelude to the hunt. We barbarians know that it is after the chase and then only that man revels.
It does seem a bit like cocktails before breakfast.
Of course, yes. You know the saying of the Ogandi chieftains. Hunt first the enemy, then the woman.
That's the savage's idea everywhere.
It is the natural instinct. What is woman? Even such a woman as this, until the blood is quickened by the kill.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. You Americans. One passion builds upon another. Kill. Then love. When you have known that, you will have known ecstasy.
Introducing Zaroff, the keyboard king, in his Branca Island hour. Come on, Count, now you show him.
What do you suggest?
Oh, just a good tune, but not highbrow like last night. Just a good tune, see?
I see.
other at breakfast.
Good night. Right, sis. We won't be seeing each other at breakfast.
Oh, my dear Rainsford, I have been most inconsiderate. You must be feeling the need of sleep, too.
Yes, I am just about all in.
Then Ivan will show you to your room. Oh, you should come, little.
Martin, turn in early, please.
Don't worry. The count will take care of me, all right.
Indeed I shall.
Well, good night.
Good night, sir. Sleep well.
Well, here's long life.
A long life. Tell me, Mr. Trowbridge, are you also fatigued?
Tired? Me? You know I'm not. You know, Rainsford, we two are just alike. Up all night and sleep all day. Well, good night. Well, what are we gonna do, huh? What's the big idea?
I thought that perhaps tonight you'd like to see my trophy room.
Your trophy room?
I'm sure you will find it most interesting.
Say, that's a great idea. Now we're pals. No more secrets now, huh? We'll make a night of it.
I hope so, Mr. Trowbridge.
It's just you and I, pals. We'll have fun together, huh?
Precisely, yes. Fun together.
Ah, boy, Connie, old boy, Connie.
Where's my brother? You killed him. You killed my brother. You!
Dennis! Who are you? You're not there. Come, my dear Rainsford. I don't want to treat you like my other guests. You and I, we are hunters.
So that's your most dangerous game.
Yes, my dear fellow, I intended to tell you last night, but you know, Miss Trowbridge.
You hunted him like an animal.
I know what you think, but you are wrong. He was sober and fit for sport when I sent him out. An hour or two strapped up in here, brought him to his senses.
You raving maniac! Yes. I'll take it off. When we finish.
The stupid fellow tried to escape through the swamps of Throttle. You see, when I first began stalking my island, many of my guests thought I was joking. So I established this trophy room. I always bring them here before the hunt. An hour with my trophies, and they usually do their best to keep away from me.
Where do you get these poor devils?
Providence provided my island with dangerous reefs.
But there are light buoys to mark the safe channel.
They do not always mark it.
You shifted.
Precisely right. Too bad your yacht should have suffered. But at least it brought us together.
Take half-drowned men from ships you wrecked and drive them out to be hunted.
I give them every consideration. Good food, exercise, everything to get them in splendid shape.
To be shot down in cold blood.
Oh, no. Oh, I admit with this annoying fellow. But usually I give them hunting clothes, a woodsman's knife, and a full day's start. Why, I even wait until midnight to give them the full advantage of the dark. And if one eludes me only till sunrise, he wins the game.
Suppose he refuses to be hunted.
Ivan is such an artist with these. Invariably, Mr. Rainsford, invariably they choose to hunt.
And when they win?
To date, I have not lost. Oh, Rainsford, you'll find this game worth playing. When the next ship arrives, we'll have gorgeous sport together.
You murdering rat, I'm a hunter, not an assassin.
Come, Rainsford. Say you will hunt with me.
Hunt men?
Say you will hunt with me!
No? What do you think I am?
I fear dare not follow his own convictions to their logical conclusion. I'm afraid in this instance, Mr. Rainsford, you may have to follow them. What do you mean? I shall not wait for the next ship. 4 o'clock. The sun is just rising. Was techniking or rich-taking? Come, Mr. Rainsford. Let us not waste time.
What are they going to do?
We're going to be hunted. No, Miss Trowbridge. Outdoor chess. His brain against mine. His woodcraft against mine. And the prize. The prize? You may recall what I said last evening. Only after the kill does man know the true ecstasy of love. Suppose you lose. If I do not, what shall I say, find you between midnight and sunrise tomorrow, freedom for both of you.
I'm going with you.
No. Kill you too? Not at all. One does not kill a female animal. If you lose, I can easily recapture her alive.
All right. I'll take her with me then. She'll set up a trail, you'll remember.
It's only fair to advise you against Hog Hollow. Outdoor chess, Mr. Rainsford. Lose your nerve. We beat this thing.
The others didn't.
We will. Come on, let's get going. Yeah. 3 hours doesn't take you far in this jungle. Come on, let's keep going. Just a little more of this. And easy downhill going. Soon be safe. No wonder he was so sure. This island's no bigger than a deer park.
Oh, Bob!
Come on now.
What are we going to do?
We didn't each live through a shipwreck. We'll let this crazy man under worry us.
I shouldn't have come with you. You might beat him if you were alone.
Alone? And leave you here with that savage? Not a chance. Now, we've got to think of something to worry him.
Oh, you'd never get near him. He'd shoot on sight.
Weapons aren't everything in the jungle. Say, did you notice that leaning tree down there?
The one we just passed?
Yes. Come on, I want to show you something. See? If that supporting branch were cut away, this fallen tree would make a perfect melee deadfall.
Melee deadfall? What's that?
A man-killing contraption that natives use. Stop that madman, all right. Trouble is, it takes quite a few hours to build.
He said he wouldn't follow till midnight.
That's right. If you help me, I think we'll have time. Come on, we'll cut some strong vines. There. Almost ready. Bracelet of yours makes a fine guide ring for my neck.
He'll have been on his way almost an hour.
Look out. Touch that trip line, you'll have a 2-ton tree down your back. Jungle wood's as heavy as iron.
Will it barely work?
Haven't known a living thing to get by one yet. Here, you touch that trip line. You pull that trigger free. Once that's loose, nothing keep the log from coming down. It'll crash down and kill anything underneath it.
you don't think that anyone who has hunted leopards would follow you into that ambush? Very well. If you choose to play the leopard, I shall hunt you like a leopard. Very good, Rainsford. Very good. You have not won yet. Look at your watch. Looking at it?
Still half an hour till sunrise.
Swamp or no swamp, we can keep ahead of them that long. As you are doubtless saying, the odds are against me. You have made my rifle useless in the fog.
Yoke control north, Evo 776, throttle will be flight level 370, 26 miles from Ascot.
776, 776, Yoke control north, hello, left side.
Yoke control north, Skyway is 5556 with you, flight level 370, 195 miles from Big Town.
Go, it's 5556, Yoke control north, hello, identified.
Air Canada 192.
Is Canadian 51, flight level 320, 128 miles from me.
This is Canada 492, Yoke control north, hello, identified. Break break, Canadian 221, Yoke control north, hello, 0400.
Papa 0400,
Greater good afternoon. With the 945 proceeding above 10 hours, flight level 370.
With the 945, Yoke control north, hello, 4040.
ATC coming online now. Nick's gonna disconnect it again because there was nothing to do with it.
Canadian 221, identified, flight level 320. Canada 492, direction Yellow, November, India, Lima, India, Volt.
Direct head select for Air Canada 492.
Air Canada 492, report your map number.
Currently at 0.70, Air Canada 492.
Will you be able to do the map number 8 of the operation?
I can go up to 0.8.
Just wanted to maintain map of late operation.
Hello, Canada. Canadian 456 is flight level 220.
Canadian 456, Yoke control, hello, descent now, flight level 310.
Roger, descent to flight level 310, Canadian 456.
Euro control north, good afternoon. Senior 26 kilo and flight level 390.
Canadian 6215 for now, please. Climb now, follow 330, please.
Level 330, Canadian 1.
221, it's just going to be a bit of a conflict. There's another aircraft flying at 320, descending now. It's going to be to your north, 12 miles, and closing is decent.
Full morning report traffic and when you come back.
Those animals iconic.
221 negative, remain on battery considered.
Oh, I know how they feel.
Remaining on the
Tennessee 6 kilo euro, hello, identified. With the Michael car identified, when ready, descend flight level 270.
Descending is ready, 70.
Canadian 456, 40402.
Scott 0402, Canadian 456.
Scandinavian 221, thanks for the help. I will need to sequence you to Throttle because there's another aircraft that is just a bit ahead of you, but not ahead enough. So, report your map number.
We are at mark point 821.
Okay, hello, Nvidia 1 reducing mark of 476, meeting mark of 476, all up.
Could you repeat that, please? Can I ask you?
Hello, Nvidia 1 reduce the mark 7.7 meeting mark of 476, all up.
Going to mark 76, Canadian 1.
Canadian 456, my climate is flight level 320.
Canadian 456, take temperature front from Throttle 320.
Thank you, time and flight level, maintain flight level 320, Canadian 456.
Project Team 0, climb flight level 300.
Situation can I hear an auto identified?
Africa, my level, please, sir.
Scandinavian 4 kilo, section, sorry, subject 34 kilo, and 8 up front, Cardiff 400.
I think 384, and unfortunately, if possible, 347.
No worries, 24 kilo, front, Cardiff 380.
384, subject 54.
This is November 242 Tango, over.
So 18 to Tango, Yoke, control North Hello, squawk 0404, climb flight level 360.
Squawking 404, flight level 360.
From North identified, be advised we can get a bit quiet on frequency.
Your control upgrade and subject to 1 Mike with the file 380.
32 on Mike, air control North Hello, squawk 0405.
And 0405, subject to 1 Mike.
Scandinavian 221, turn right, heading 0, correction 100 for sequencing.
Turn right to heading 100.
Ahmed, Miss Trowbridge, bring her here.
Air control, Scandinavian 4469,
now.
400.
Scandinavian 4469, air control North, forward to the right, squawk 0406.
Squawk 0406, for Scandinavian 4469.
Get 121, air control North Hello, identified.
Your control, NATO 318, maybe better now?
AFM is better now, thank you.
My dear Rainsford, I congratulate you. You have beaten me. Not yet. Oh, but of course I insist.
Scandinavian 221, thanks, resume own navigation and direct Nilug.
Not even wounded.
Navigation, direct Nilug, Canadian 221.
I took a chance and went over with him.
Clever trick, Rainsford. I cheerfully admit defeat. Here's the key of the boathouse. The door is in the trophy room. You and Miss Trowbridge may leave at once. No!
2 on Mike identified, thanks. Canadian Forces 9 identified, thank you. November 82 40 Tango, just another score from 0404 to 0404.
Run at 3-2, Yankee Papa, ready for defense.
Run at 3-2, Papa, defense, flight level 270, lifted.
This is 1-2, run at 3-2, Yankee Papa.
Canada 492, when ready, descend flight level 250, no speed restrictions.
Yeah, flight level 250, Canada 492.
Canada 492, no speed restrictions.
Copy, no speed restrictions.
With 495, restriction with 945, contact the bar, Camarada 125.45, goodbye. 125.45. Number 824 to Tango, thanks, identified.
Roger, November 8242 Tango, squawking 0404.
Thanks, identified.
Air control, good afternoon, Tom Jet.
2868 Yankee, Yoke control, hello, squawk 0407.
Air Control, hello. Ukraine International 15 passing flight level 160.350.
UK International 15 Air Control, not hello, identified. Slot, UK International 15 identified, break, Shackle 4968 identified. Run at 33 Yankee Papa, contact 760 control, 121 left, 13, bye-bye.
Elsker 113, ran at 33 Yankee Papa, bye-bye.
And run at 3 Yankee Papa, actually get switching, we get a descent flight level 100, just got coordination request completion.
Flight level 100, Yankee Papa, thank you.
EG8191, Yoke control, North hello, identified. Target 68 Yankee, identified.
Okay, well, we're back in the cockpit. It's getting dark out. Beautiful moon.
Air Control, Canadian 4469, request descent to Bergen.
You can see we're now over Sweden.
Level 250.
So the intention is that we're still coming in the Nilug 2 Tango arrival for runway 25. We may get vectors to the final intercept, but we're doing good. We've got the ring out where we got to start our descent to enter into the arrival, and it wants us below 15,000 feet. So that's the line we got to start our descent just past Mitka. So we'll see what happens. So basically, we're just going to coming in, and it'll be a left turn for the intercept.
Forward to Unicom for Air Canada 492. Thank you for the service.
And we'll be self-vectoring by the sounds of it.
Now, when ready,
since there's no lower control online under Euro control.
Descent Federal 250.
Oh, did you enjoy the movie, Jack? Yeah.
Canadian 21.
It passes the time. There's that remains of the sunrise off to the southwest. beautiful Christmas livery going on here as we head over southern Sweden. So we've got an a British Airways A320 ahead of us, coming in from London. Looks like Brian is, well, he's on his descent. I heard that happening. And he's quite a bit ahead of us. Nick is still behind us. He's over Copenhagen right now. And heading our way. We should hear him come onto the frequency shortly, as he switches over from Copenhagen control, or how do they say it, Copenhagen, to Euro control north. Not for this flight, Cat Matty. We're not that far from top of descent. What I will do though is get a little bit of background wintry type of music going.
Lower Acropolis 1, Charlie Romeo Victor 1, level 38, Modus, we're now on Volt.
Acropolis 1, Euro control north, Roger.
But we're only about 9,500 miles away from our descent, so it's too late to start anything else just for today's flight. You can always order something from the menu. Have a nice big sloppy sandwich. Turn on the floods a little bit now that we're getting down into gloom of night. I'm out early on the day Monday. I should be home in time for the stream, so it should be good. Enjoy your day, Jack. Thanks for dropping by. So I'm glad I've always been looking for a better map here. So it's nice that they put in the Navigraph map. So at least I can get a decent map running here.
Scandinavian 4469 leaving my station, further ATC, monitor Unicom 122.8 on field landing. Hello.
Unicom 122.8, tusen takk skal du ha, og en fortsatt inklull, Scandinavian 4469.
Like måte, snarere.
So for landing, Brian, just so you're aware, I am looking at going to...
Euro control, hello, this is Southwest 891, climbing through flight level 160.
Either Apron Foxtrot Alpha or Alpha Bravo. It'll be Pier Alpha. So gates 1 to 10 on that pier out from Terminal 5 at Stockholm. And Nick, that's where you'll find me as well. So Terminal 5, Pier Alpha, it'll be one of those gates, 1 to 10, depending on what's open. Coming in off of 26, probably go for like 8 or 10, but up at the end of the pier there.
Easy 8191, contact Helsinki control 121.3. Enjoy your landing, bye bye.
113, you get 1 there.
We're not going to Finland, so we don't got to worry about Helsinki control. Oh, I don't know why I made that 2 words. It doesn't work that way, and I should know better.
Good afternoon, Euro Control North, Speedbird 464 with you, we're at flight level 390, direct Nick now.
0464 Yoke Control North, hello, identified.
There's Nick.
Remember the things we loved about the good old holidays?
Yeah.
Having a nice dinner with family, watching wholesome holiday
The
movies
commercials.
while playing with those fidgety, spinny things. Ah, yes, 2019 were the days indeed. But good thing is, this
So the
year's
stream
Loblaw
actually
Sayers
just
and your
connected 2
independent
hours
grocer
ago.
are
I
bringing
managed to
back
resync
that
itself.
old school holiday magic.
very
Get all
annoying.
you need to celebrate holidays the old-fashioned
That's the
way,
type of thing that
including
can kill the
$25
stream
daily
right there.
party platters
It's such
that'll
a-
earn you 5,000
There's
PC
no way
Optimum points.
to
That's like
reconnect it
$5
properly
points.
by the time
Imagine
it all
fidgety,
just
spinny
times out
things
and
you could
shuts
buy
it
with
down.
that.
Here's Nilug. We got to be down to 15,000 feet by then. So sometime just around McMud's probably going to start us on our descent. If not, we'll ask just as we come up to that marker.
Yoke Control North, good afternoon, Skillman, 91 kilo, passing level 298 for 360.
Can I leave 91 kilo Yoke Control North,
we
hello,
have
identified,
no
flight level 360.
speed restrictions for the descent, except for the standard 250 below 10,000 feet. So after Nilug and the 15,000 feet, basically it's our platform altitude at 2,500. And that will be the ARL point.
Can I even 61 continue now with Uniform 122, that's late, enjoy landing, bye-bye.
That's my bye-bye.
Yeah, so it looks like Brian will be down for a little bit before us. Not too bad. We're only 167 miles out from the airport. And again, I think we're going to be slightly ahead of schedule. Estimated 53 minutes for our arrival. I think we'll be a little bit ahead of that. Get the current METAR for Stockholm. Of course, we are flying live time, live weather. So there's the current METAR. So what are we looking at? Winds are 270 at 8 knots. We're landing
International 15 leaving my space, 1 Unicom
on
1 to
26,
destination,
that's
enjoy
good.
flight to Kia
Ceiling
first, bye-bye.
visibility is okay.
Many thanks, Service Unicom with 2 destination
It's clearing up pretty good.
good.
6 degrees and 1016 on the altimeter, so we'll put that on the standby. I think we can pretty much go program this in now. So we'll go to the next phase. And QNH is 1016.
United 309 direct, Alpha Lima Sierra.
6 degrees, 270 at 8. And our
NATO 318, you're not.
Your control, NATO 318, go ahead.
3, 2,
318, direct Alpha Lima Sierra if you want.
Alpha Lima Sierra, NATO 318.
So that's all entered in.
8242 Tango, contact Copenhagen Control 121.375, bye-bye.
So we're about 40 miles out from descent.
November 8242 Tango, Euro Control North.
Say again, this is November 8242 Tango, over.
So you can see the track we're going to take.
8242 Tango, contact Euro Control North. Sorry, contact Copenhagen Control.
ARL,
Control
121.375. To runway
121.375.
And the missed approach is climb straight ahead to 1,500 feet, and then it's radar vectoring for a new approach. So it'll be climbed to 1,500, and then we'll bring ourselves around platform altitude to 2,500.
Shoulder control north 15, Scandinavian 1423, climbing flight level 380, now direct TPX.
Nice when you have everybody with you when you're flying.
Canadian 1423, Euro Control North, hello, squawk 0410.
Screaming in the background.
Squawk 0410, Scandinavian 1423.
To Control North, speed 7766, request descent.
776 Foxtrot, descent flight level 250.
Descent flight level 250, speed 776 Foxtrot.
So we're going to dial back to 80 miles. So we're about 30 miles out from our descent point.
Euro Control, good evening, Steven 766 is with you.
766 Euro Control North, hello, identified.
Euro Control North, good day, KLM 788, flight level 350.
KLM 788 Euro Control North, hello, identified. Break. KLM 121, KLM 121, descent flight level 250.
Alright, this guy we're going to have to watch. He might come in behind us, but we're sort of close to the same distance away from Stockholm. It's KLM 121. Oh, it seems to be text only.
You can talk today, keeping the 2 Echo Kilo, passing sector 240, slant 300.
Very bright moon up there.
Okay. That's a 2 Echo Kilo, Euro Control North, hello, identified, climb flight level 360.
Slant 360 from the 2 Echo Kilo.
So we're going to be turning out over the water, and then we'll be coming in past Stockholm. It'll be on our left. The airport is to the north of the city. Making our slight turn towards...
Scandinavian 456, to Unicom 122.8. Enjoy approach in München, bye-bye.
Monitor Unicom 122.8, Scandinavian 456, bye-bye.
Winds aren't too bad. So we're going to hold our descent speed at Mach 7.8. until we are closer down to switching over to 290. Honeycomb to 13525. 13525. That's my tracker wanting to know I'm still here.
There's a 30 kilo for traffic, stop climb flight level 340 initially, I'll call you back.
Honeycomb back on, and then I'll call for descent.
340 from the 2 kilo.
Yoke Control Skyways 5556 requesting descent. 250 Skyways 5556.
Peter 776 Foxtrot, monitor Unicom 122.8, enjoy landing at Stockholm, bye-bye.
So we're going to head down.
122.8 for Speedbird 776 Foxtrot. Thanks for the service, have a good evening.
2,000 feet. And when our airspeed gets up to 290, we will lock in with speed hold instead of Mach hold. Somewhere out here is that speed bird ahead of us. Should see our speed creep upwards as we descend. Looks like Brian's getting close. That other SAS 221 is doing some kind of northern loop around the airport to come in. Of course, YouTube is giving me the buffer. Come on, YouTube, stop it.
KLM 121, monitor Unicom 122.8, bye-bye. Request station 91, monitor Unicom 122.8, bye-bye.
128 for Southwest 891. KLM 91 kilo.
So there's our turn towards
Canadian 91 kilo, descent
Nilog.
level 250.
Descent flight level 250 is coming 91 kilo.
Oh, really having buffering things with YouTube here. Come on. Stop it. I mean, no issues with the stream on my end. Just reloaded.
Your control, good evening, it's Canadian 4525, climbing flight level 248 for 330.
Canadian 4525, your control, Northwest of America, 0411.
So we're almost up to 290, where we're going to slot over
I
to
confirm,
our
continue with the
speed.
Unicom for
There we
Canadian
go.
4525.
290, we'll lock it in there.
0411.
So you can see stock up on the map.
11 for
We're
Canadian
basically going to fly out over the
45.
water, come up on this side of it, and then turn in for the airport. So
Yes, control. No,
we'll get rid of the map
good
now.
evening, Lufthansa 48 for Juliet, 50370.
This is a 4 Juliet, your control, North, hello, identify.
That's us through 30,000 feet, so we'll turn the music off.
4968, the descend, actually you can contact Helsinki control 121.3,
We'll get everybody in the back starting to sit down and prepare for landing.
Growth 391, your control North, Dobronia, and then identify. Acropolis 1, leaving right space, monitor Unicom 1 to escalate, enjoy landing, bye-bye.
1228, Acropolis 1, bye-bye.
Brian's going to be landing in a minute.
Skyway 5556, same to use, monitor Unicom 122.8, enjoy landing, bye-bye.
122.8 for Skyway 5556, have a good night. Alright, so we're over to Unicom. That's Stockholm up that way there. Start making out some features on the ground. Not seeing the other aircraft. Oh, he's almost pretty much that way, but quite a fair distance. We're going to keep our descent going. Yeah, I think he's coming in on another arrival. He's going into ESSA as well, Nick, but I think he's coming in from the northwest. Dial in 10,000. Just keep descending down. $2,500 is our target. But we're not going to do ARL. ARL, I'm realizing now, is that's the VOR. So what I'm going to do is go to my flight plan, and I'm going to take ARL out, and I'm going to take the disco out. That one out as well. Clear out the disco. That's better. Something up like that. So when we hit Nilug, we'll call out our star. Yeah, the KLM flight came in a lot more north of us. I think it came in over Norway. So we may beat him in. I think he's got to still go out, loop around. We're a little bit more of a direct route in. I think we'll do some manual vectoring once we get to Teb. A little bit high. It's okay. We're down to 2,500. Stockholm area traffic, Skyways 5556, flight level 170, entering the Nilug 2 Tango, arrival runway 26, Stockholm. Got an aircraft in front of us. I think that is the British Airways. Make out his lights there. So we'll just keep descending. Airport's over here somewhere. There's Stockholm itself, all lit up. And like I said, we're going to be passing to the east of it. Sea between the Baltic, sea between Stockholm and Finland. Nice view out there. Beautiful moonlight reflection on the water. It's 12,000 feet. Start slowing her down. 250. Planet or something. Start coming back on speed brakes. Get that speed down. Speed brakes are full. So 26 miles to Teb once we make the turn. There we go. There's 10,000 feet. Landing systems are coming on.
We have begun our final descent into Stockholm. Flight attendants will be
Never turn the lights off. Oh, no, there you go.
One final time.
Lights are on.
The tables are stowed and seats are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items.
They're doing their thing in the back.
Please read all Wi-Fi related
Landing data is set. Still wants us to kind of do this weird thing, so we'll do manual once we get down there. So we're gonna get off at either X3 or X2. That'll be a left-hand departure from the runway. I think we can shallow out slightly. Shallow out a bit more. Maybe that KLM 122 is going to beat us there. Probably will. Speed brake in so we're not running the engines. "27 miles from the airport." It's picking up the ILS system. You're at F37. Where is F37? Okay, you're on Pier F. Okay. So I'll probably park across the way on Pier Alpha. Oh no, that seems to be for the bigger airplanes. Maybe I'll park there at Pier F as well. I'll look for you. I know you're flying the Trans-Canada retro livery. Saw that back in Innsbruck. Bring this back to 20. We're now going to flick over to our pressure, and that is going to be 1016. We're going to decrease our descent rate a little bit more. So it's going to be KLM 121 and British Airways 776 Foxtrot, and then myself. It's those two guys chatting back and forth, coordinating, which is good. Oh really? Oh maybe, no, yeah, I might not have a proper Air Canada installed, so it went with the retro, which I did for a couple flights a while ago and left in there. Alright, so we're slowly coming down. So we've got 2,300 feet to go. Lovely evening here. That wind should back to a more westward heading when we get lower and decrease. Just 2,000 feet to go. Bring our speed back to 240 now. I'm going to go into heading mode. We'll activate our approach phase. Once we pass Ted, we'll make the final descent down to 2,500 feet. There's the KLM. There's the British Airways. So we'll now make our turn. Go about 10 degrees. Increase our descent. So we're going to push this over a little bit more to 20 degrees just to give us room to do the swing around. There's the airport. And there's that was SAS, or sorry, KLM 121, British Airways 776 Foxtrot, and we're going to follow that British Airways in.
$2,500.
And 2,500 is coming up. Alright, so lights are all on, anti-ice is off, signs are all on, retro brake low, speed brakes are armed. Yeah, okay. I'll join you on Pure F. That's fine. It was right next to where I was going anyway. I think those were bigger ones. Probably dual aisle airplanes. Here's the British Airways. .015. Okay.
Stockholm traffic speedbird 7766 established ILS runway 26 approach. We are 9 miles out.
Alright. There he is there. Let's see, the other guy is just about to touch down. Alright, speed to managed. Slight turn to the north. Then we'll turn to intercept. Letting that speed come down. Around we go. Approach mode is armed. Kind of extending slightly through it, but that's fine. We'll come back around and pick it up. Localizer box, localizer captured, autopilot 2 coming on. We're good. So it's just flaps and gear, leave the cabin.
Flight attendants, please prepare for landing.
You got that wind is pushing pretty good still. Stockholm area traffic, Skyways 5556 established on the ILS, runway 26, 10 miles, Stockholm. Alright, so we've got movement on the glide slope. Flaps 1, speed checked.
Stockholm traffic, speedbird 776, landing runway 26.
And flaps 2, speed checked. Alright, speed's at 180, gear down. Glide slope is captured. That wind is not backing down yet. Miles.
Stockholm traffic, speedbird 776 Victor, runway 26 vacated, Stockholm.
It's 5 miles, flaps 3. Marker. It's 4 miles, flaps full, landing checklist, EFIS set, ND, not required, gear down in 3 grain, lights, all auto brakes, low, spoilers, armed, flaps, landing, and landing memo, no blue. Wind's now starting to back off. Not by much though. So the jet's working to keep us online as that wind does drop. It's down 20 knots from where it was a little while ago. Knots. Much nicer. There's the trees.
500.
500 feet. Autopilot off. I have control.
$400. 300. 100 above. 200. Minimum.
Landing.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
Reverser is on, auto brake green. 100 knots. Knots, reverser's off, manual braking. Get her down to 40 for the exit. It's a high-speed exit, so we don't have to worry too much.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Stockholm. The local time is 4:58 p.m. and it's currently about 5 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until
Stockholm
the
area traffic, Skyways
stop,
556, clear runway 26 at X-ray 3.
Caution when opening the overhead bins as items may have shifted during the flight.
Alright.
If this is your final
Just stop for a second. So flaps up, spoilers disarmed, landing lights off, strobe lights are off, taxi lights are all on, APU coming up, flaps are up. Speed brake is disarmed, weather radar off, PWS is off, transponder is off, TCAS to standby, and APU is starting. Alright. Stockholm traffic, Skyways 556 taxiing to gate. Foxtrot 35 via X-ray 3 Zulu and on to Foxtrot Alpha. This is X-ray, we're gonna go to Zulu. Here's the KLM. Should see Brian on the other side. This is pure Foxtrot. Kill the turn-off lights. It's a very well illuminated ramp here. This is a handcrafted airport. Oh no, there he is. All nicely modern paint scheme. Oh, looks like the British Airways parked here as well. It's okay, we're gonna go in between them. And Nick will be down shortly. Kill the light there so we don't blind the people. Bring her in now. There we go. So parking brake is set. Can, toss on the dome light. We'll get the jetway to come out. Let's wait for the pushback express to fire up. we go. Let's see if I can get the... here, which one is the jetway? I think it's this one. There we go. Jetway is on the way. And the baggage and catering out as well if they're around. Okay, so parking brake or set, nav aids coming off. Landing systems off. Maybe. It's a hard angle to do it from. There we go. Put you back over there. Flight directors are off. FCU will reset. Auto thrust is off. NDs are set back to arc 10 and clear. Anti-ice is off. Nope. External power is available, so external power is on. APU is off. A little bit of lag here now. Engine masters 1 and 2 are coming off. Fuel pumps are coming off. Come on. There we go. Beacon lights off. We'll leave the nav and logo lights off. Reload the signs. Transponder off, external power connected. And Roger. Not sure why I'm getting that frame rate issues. Roger can go say goodbye. I wonder if it's the scenery. It's the default handcrafted though. I'm not sure why it would cause issues. Anywho, here we are in Stockholm. Thank you very much for joining us on today's stream. We'll be doing it again tomorrow morning when we fly from Stockholm to the next airport, the T in Christmas, which is Turin down in Italy, I believe. Let's pull up the schedule. So we'll see you all there, same time, 1300 Zulu, and we'll be good to go. So enjoy your day. Hope you have a good weekend. And we will see you on the next flight. Bye for now.